it's the
Now it's just
time
wait for the
where,
market.
yeah.
I that's what I was telling people. Like I had this was like a meme coin situation, but it was one meme coin in like 2024, maybe 2025. It was it last year? Nah. Oh, maybe it was 2025. 'Cause it was on my way to Louisiana. I had put like 5,000 in one meme coin, and the next day I put 10,000 in another one. I think it was 10,000 first and then the 5,000, and then both of them hoes got rug pulled. So that's 15,000 just gone, vanished. And I'm talking about within 24 to 48 hours, 15 bands. I ain't never loaded that much again in there because I've had situations to where I have loaded, the $7,000 to $300,000 one with Fairy token, but then there's a $3,000 to $30,000 one with OMI token. But then it's like before I got to any of that, A and KR started with $700, and that shit was to $20,000. So it was just a matter of I don't need that much money in order to, get the accounts up there. I just really need the market to take off. And most of these asset pairs on the Forex side hasn't been taking off like that.
Let me see. COVID, like, when was the biggest, like, this this last recent crypto market? Like,
It was after COVID. That shit was like
so it was like
2021.
22,
21.
21.
21 summer was the top of like
Cause I,
the top of the buying market, and then it sold off all of 2022 because I was in real estate and I'm getting clapped in real estate. But then check this out, I'm buying each house 25K per house, and
mm,
then and constructing them out of pocket, like doing like the remodels out of pocket and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's close to like $500,000 right there. And I should have known that them houses was a loss when signing the dotted lines in December. So December, January, February, March 2022. I buy the houses in November. I'm talking about back to back because in my
Like, what makes you feel like that? Like, okay, so with you just buying real estate, like, like, when did you realize, like, okay, this was a loss? Like, what made
yeah.
those
Oh,
properties a
yeah.
loss?
Yeah. Bro, I
Like, what
swear to
made
you,
it?
I was going to make a video on that and what my mindset was because I'm thinking I'm going to get rental income. I'm going to invest in houses and I'm going to be like, an investor. And then also I got like a construction company, so I wanted to develop too. So I had this whole game plan in real estate, but it's like all that real estate money I had was coming out of the market. So I'm buying these single family homes thinking I'm doing good for the world and trying to rent to people that can't afford and really leasing them for less because I'm thinking I'm going to get equity out of these houses. The houses was a loss when I signed the dotted line. I didn't realize there was a loss until the summertime,
But I'm
until
saying,
like
like,
that May June.
when you mean a loss, like, you mean like the
Like I
the
couldn't I
the
couldn't
house
I
was
couldn't cash
was
out
not livable.
refinance. Yeah, huh?
So the house was damn near like unremodelable. Like, you
No,
couldn't.
I didn't realize the houses was lost after I remodeled everything and got tenants for all of them. And rented, I already had renters and everything.
Mm.
I talked to like 18 long-term lenders because I had a hard money lender buying the houses like that because it was the person that I was buying from. But even him, his fee, I'm thinking he actually in real estate, the side that I'm trying to get in, single family homes, the renting side. But
Yeah.
he was more of a wholesaler. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm buying,
Uh,
yeah. So he leading it on. That's what I'm talking about. So how you got, and this is an old man. It's not no young nigga either. This nigga was like 65 years old, turning tricks and shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. So
them beat
I'm
them.
talking about I'm going to lunch with this bitch, going to dinner with this bitch. I loaned this bitch 25 G's also in addition to buying these houses, and I was gonna buy 10 that year. Buy two?
Was
But
that partnership fee or something?
huh?
20K was partnership fee or something?
No, he getting a fee off of the back end of me buying the homes. That's his
Uh,
fee.
oh yeah,
He
that's that
getting
back
a
end fee.
fee. He
That's that
getting a
back end
back end
fee.
fee of me buying these houses. In addition, I loaned this bitch 25 G. I loaned him 25 G's outside of that. I'm the one with the fucking money. This bitch got houses. Bitch ain't got no money. Bitch ain't got houses. He ain't got no money. And then I look at these houses this year still. I'm still looking at them. Houses are still a loss. houses are still a L. I talked to 18 lenders that summer, and none of them I can't cash out refinance. So I didn't already remodeled the houses, then bought the houses. I'm trying to move it into a long-term lender so I can get equity out the houses. The neighborhood is trash, so I didn't outmodel the neighborhood. But his ass talking about, so it's okay, just hold fate,
Uh,
just hold fate. Bro, this 2026, 4 years later, the house is still a loss. I took my L's. I washed my hands in real estate. I took my L's and walked away from that shit. But that's 500 G's right there. But that's not no play money. I can't play with that shit. So then I'm trying to teach people how to flip these small accounts into big accounts. But I didn't took 100. I didn't turn 100 into 100K. Like that shit is impossible. That's why I gotta keep saying it. Like ask Chat GBT, can somebody do that? They gonna say no, and then go look at this recording. I'm fucking doing it right here. I know I already pulled the money out. The money then went to different brokers. That's just one trade out of my whole career. Real estate ain't what people chop it up to be. Maybe some areas, but that shit is hard. That shit is hard. You gotta buy the right area, and you gotta hope that the person that lying to you, and you don't outbuy the neighborhood. Cause I outbought the motherfucking neighborhood. Houses was already too much. The highest house of one of the houses on the street was close to like it was a Hispanic house, but they was already, you know how Hispanic be. They remodeled them houses by themselves. They
oh yeah, yeah,
already
yeah, yeah,
constantly
yeah.
working
That
on
they
that
ain't
shit.
paying nobody to paint it, put a new roof
Yeah,
on
they
it.
doing all that
They
shit
doing it. They oh yeah.
24/7. At some point throughout the day, they all just working on the house and shit, and they live in this house. So that house was the highest on the street. That was close to like say 500, $600,000, but no other house was like that. So that's how I'm like, and then e-commerce shit. I bought an e-commerce store. That bitch was $30,000 for the fee of the store, and then just to have liquid money in the bank account, I had to give them access to one of the Bank of America accounts, and that account had to consistently have $15,000 in there so they could buy products throughout the Amazon store and stuff like that. That's how I'm like, man, people be tripping about these $100 accounts. They're just not gonna make it taking no 500,000 L. They're not gonna take no $45,000 L. So I just like, I don't know. I feel like the market is the best bang for your buck because you're not gonna outwork the market. And then I hated about real estate was even with me purchasing the houses, I still had to check on my contractors and shit. I had to fire a set of contractors one time because they saying they here at the property remodeling, but I'm on their shit. I'm at the property. Them bitches is
Oh
not
God,
there.
I'm right here. Like what do you mean?
I'm parked in front of this motherfucker. I done went in and everything. They's not here. And then I got deadlines. I'm like, all right, you already behind the deadline. You telling me it's for sure gonna be this. First off, I paid this nigga for goddamn what's it called? You know, fans and lights and shit, the ceiling fans. I
Yeah.
paid for them, and this nigga and put regular ass lights in there, and I make him change all that shit out. That's why I see why AI finna take this shit over. Humans got too many errors, and they trying to pocket the money and shit, and hoping I'm just happy with a house being remodeled. But it's like I can't be happy with a house being remodeled because you didn't remodel it right. The floors look like shit. This bathroom look like shit. Like, what did you do with the money I gave you? Like, when Wells Fargo called me talking about did I write this nigga a check, I should have told them niggas no. Take that nigga to jail, officer. No, because what the fuck is this? They trying to make sure the check not fried. I was a good person, but after seeing that motherfucking house, I should have told them that bitch was fried. Take this ass away. He stole that motherfucking check. No, yes, I'm not playing with them. Then they over here ain't got 50 cents in their pocket trying to argue with $100 account. Like, bitch, I done had some real motherfucking issues with. So this market ain't nothing. Like, look, this one going up, but they smoked me last week. But smoking me last week, I don't even realize. I don't realize till Thursday, Friday what this market is doing. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I get smoked in a separate account on silver. But this market is nothing. It's just buys and sells. I ain't got to worry about if the contractor put the fucking ceiling fans in or not. I ain't got to worry about if the baseboards is done. I ain't got to worry about why the fuck he painted the door red and I don't remember asking him to paint the door red. I don't see why the fuck he charging me $2,000 to chop down a fucking tree. Why he charging me $2,000 to chop down a tree? You don't look like you could chop down a tree. You don't even look like you qualified to put the ceiling fans in no more because they not in there. So real estate, I'll never do that bullshit again. Absolutely not. And bro, but people be scamming and shit. Like I had one friend ask me if I wanted to get into commercial real estate. Nigga ain't got no plan for shit. Can't tell me nothing about nothing, but ask for $65,000. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm tired of networking. I don't network and shit no more. I just talk shit.
65.
I do not network no more. I do not be doing no.
65.
Yeah, for bro, he making it
Okay.
sound good for a commercial property. And this was, bro. This is Mason. That nigga, remember? I don't know if I told you about Mason. That's the dude that had blew that $8 million account in the
The
summer.
one where his wife.
Yeah, you remember that
Yeah,
story? I had to contact his wife because he blew all that fucking money, and then he like we cool like that. So I'm not thinking when he asked me for $3,000, but he thinking he gonna recoup 8 million with $3,000 real quick. Nigga, it's not gonna work like that. But he ain't had no patience. I would have lent him the money no matter what, but because he blew his account, nigga was lying to me. So I contact his wife. His wife out the country, and she don't even know what the fuck he doing. And like she's like, so she make him give me some of the money back, but he don't have no money. So overall, that's a L. So why the fuck do I want to keep networking with people? And I'm over here telling all these stories of how networking got me robbed. I'm cool.
man.
Real estate, I did not know that shit. That L was it was an L before I signed the dotted line. It was an L looking at the house. It was an L standing in the property. It was an L before I even took all that shit out to clean it. But
Yeah,
but
people say it's a dirty word, especially if you don't know, if you've never been in construction before or have never rebuilt this and rebuilt that to be able to factor in real labor, like bullshit ass labor costs
yeah,
towards material and what it really takes to get the job done. People
bro,
be
I done
busting
paid ten
heads like a
thousand
plumber,
dollars.
bro.
I
Plumbers be
paid ten.
busting heads.
I paid $10,000 to another set of contractors to paint a house. While my in-laws got a bigger house, and that shit cost them 2,500.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
I
hold
done
on.
paid 10 bands to paint a rental property, and my in-laws got a bigger house, and it cost them $2,500.
Bro, how big bro, how big did Howard?
Who theirs?
No, the house that you paid $10,000 paint,
This is
David.
a fucking three-bedroom. A three-bedroom.
You should have called me. I would have painted that bitch by 2 bands.
My,
By 2 bands.
that's what
I
I
would
was
have been a little lower
saying.
than that. Fuck
Bro,
around and
that's what I was
cook.
saying. I would have saved money bringing you, paying for you to come into Texas, paying the cost of the paint, paying for
Bro,
the flight back, paying for the hotel. That
10,000.
wouldn't have even cost me $10,000.
No, that would never cost you 2,500. You see, you bringing them the material. Like, when you, like, materials aren't that bad.
This is where I fucked up. I just gave them the money because that's what I'm saying. So I had so much. I'm just like, here. It's like I threw money at the problem. I didn't all the way do my research. But then in the market, I'm showing people how to do the research and start with a small account. And they're just like, I don't want to do this. But I don't know how much painting a house costs. And I know the contractors before that contractor, like it all makes sense now in 2020.